Hello again, and welcome back to another daily technical analysis video. In this video, we'll be covering and continuing Ethereum. So currently I'm on the weekly time frame right now, and it is still looking bullish. We still got an hour and 16 minutes for that closure to come in, and if we do, which it does seem pretty likely, we're going to get that closure above that weekly pivot and also that cross of the 10 and 55 EMA. Now this is a bullish sign, and we could potentially see a retest of that weekly pivot before slowly and steadily rising back to the upside. And now we did have that double bottom, so this does seem like we have chances of actually going up to the higher ranges. We do have targets on the daily, which we're going to quickly look at, right? Again, there's that triangle that we were discussing about previously, and we still have that target of $3,800 at the daily R3 in confluence with that target of the triangle from the top to the bottom of the triangle. Now put that to the side, we are steadily rising, and as of right now, we did discuss this previous level as resistance. Not only is it the daily R1, but it is also like confluence of the previous daily level as well. So what we can see here, depending on the next closure, 1 hour and 15 minutes, so it does seem pretty likely, is once that closure comes in, we could continue to go up higher to these higher levels. But if not, we could see a retest of that daily R1. And even if we don't retest that daily R1 right away, we could see slowly before it comes back down. But do keep in mind that this month's almost over, so if we do slowly surpass that level, right, we can find a different level to retest, and it could be the top of this wick really even if we do continue to go back up. But yeah, we want to be looking for this level as potential buy-ins if we do take that retest there. Not only that, the EMAs are getting bullish because they're diverging towards a 2 o'clock angle, but again, keep in mind that they are not exactly in the bullish lineup, right, where the longer time frames are, or the longer EMAs are all the ways on the bottom, and then it goes up to the shorter. So this 10 would have to be above that 200. But nevertheless, momentum's still looking good. We got the RSI above the 50 moving average. This is in the way. This is actually for the 4-hour time frame, which I'll show you later. But essentially, we are still bullish, being above the 50. We got that bullish stochastics entering the overbought territory, but again, that just means strength. So as of right now, if we do get that closure, we can look for that retest. Now going down to the lower time frames, we do see that we are at that resistance of the daily of the HR3. Regardless though, one thing I want to bring up is that we're nearing the end of this pivot, right? So we're going to the next week, and when we do, we could potentially, it is likely actually, that we're going to see a 3-day consecutive rising of the hourly pivot, and that's still bullish. That's a bullish sign. We're going to be uptrending. It's already confirmed uptrending, but that would add more confluence for the upside for the uptrend. Not only that, right, this strong green candle is facilitated by high volume and a potential cross of the stochastics, right? I think it's right in front of this support level. Bounced numerous times. It is front running it, but even then, that is a very bullish sign. Let alone the RSI is rising to the upside. It has been closed many hours above this 50 blue moving average, and it is starting to slope towards the 2 o'clock. May plateau first before pushing back up, but that is a pretty bullish sign. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this channel is because previously it was ranging, and the price action was ranging as well, slightly. Well, actually, I guess it was more like a steady rise, but it's not much to say about that. Yeah, this range is what I was going to talk about. Yeah, so we were in the range, and the price action was in a range, and it was steadily rising. But now we broke out at the top of the range, and the RSI has broken above as well. So we could see that continuation towards the upside, more strength from the RSI and just the price action in general. So depending on if we close above here, we could see a retest of this upper channel before continuing upwards. We could even do a target of that channel, right, from the top to the bottom. Bring it to where the breakout level was, and let's see where that aims, where that hits. That's close to the daily R2, so we want to pay attention to when it does reach this level to see how it reacts to these two. But if I just ignore these two for now, this one and this one. Okay, I wanted to bring up this one. This is the thing this is the channel or /flag that I was discussing about in the last video, where we had the 2 touches on the bottom, 1 at the top, and we potentially could hit it, right? We were down here, we did not hit the top, but we did in this one a couple, right after that closure, right? Because we were looking at here, and as of then, it could have rejected, and you could have played continuation short, but you would have got stopped out right here with that closure above. But even then, that doesn't matter because we take those retests, we play the channels as they are there. Okay, so when we break above here, we break above here, we get that retest going. You can even retest on the second candle or the third, right? Just a retest on the top of the channel. I would have put my stop loss right here. And obviously, We can target the hourly R3 as the first one, which we did hit for a nice 2.18, or we ultimately aim for the top of where that channel flag target would be, right? So we aim for the bottom here to the top here, and this is the projection. What I really like about this level is that it is also in confluence with that daily R2 that we saw previously. We do want to pay attention when this does close, the week closes over and we have new hourly pivots, so that potentially there's levels in between that we want to pay attention to, or extra confluence. But in general, with this play here, right, we're targeting at least a 34 to be next. Okay, within this channel, we could come down slowly or rise steadily and have those retracements, but inevitably we're aiming for that R3. Now I want to see what this golden level is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually get rid of these, or just that one. Cover this for now. This would be part of here. Undo that, put that away. Okay, and this level of resistance is the previous peak, which is why we identified it. So we still want to pay attention to this because it could potentially have volume. But even then, we are aiming for that daily R2. That's at least for the near term. Maybe within the next couple of days, we're going to be aiming for that 34,000. But when we do break that, if it breaks, I am ultimately still looking for that R3. Like, yeah, we could come here and maybe just slowly retrace or something, consolidate in this level, or we can surpass it right off the bat. But nevertheless, we are still aiming for that $3,800, right front running that daily R3. Okay, now we just talked about that. Now I want to bring up the EMAs. EMAs are still bullish, right? They're expanding towards the upside with the momentum and the price action. Okay, they're starting to curve out. If we do see that 200 red EMA cross above that 377 blue EMA, we're going to see a lot more confidence to the upside. But as of the current position right now, we're right under this resistance and we are in that strong candle. I would not be entering longs here personally. Again, this is no financial advice. I want you to take this information as learning and tread carefully on your own. The decisions are all your own. But even then, the reason I wouldn't do this is because typically after a strong push, there could be some sort of consolidation phase, even on the hourly time frame, at least the lower time frame. And potentially we could look for retests of that daily R1, right? Or even just watch this area for potential levels to buy in, or even just consolidation. At least that's what I would do. And again, I'm still aiming for that R2. Okay, so that's what I'm playing right now. I'm just playing this play right here. Okay, now that's it for this video. I hope you learned something from it. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.